The trade in illegal timber is wildly out of control. In many timber exporting countries, illegal logging operations are comparable in size to the legal industry. In others, it actually exceeds legal logging by a substantial margin. Illegal timber has a devastating effect on the environment, leading to loss of biodiversity and contributing to climate change. All of this goes unregulated and unmeasured, so we can't know the true scale of the problem. It's not just the environment that suffers. Communities that have relied on the forest for generations are having their livelihoods taken away, sometimes by force. Illegal logging even has far-reaching economic consequences. Between $10 and $15 billion is lost through unpaid tax every year, as a direct result of illegal timber entering the supply chain. Look around and you'll likely see where this timber ends up. Your chair, desk, notepad, coffee cup, all these everyday items may be produced with illegally sourced wood. As long as there is demand for wood products, and as long as it is cheaper to produce them with illegal timber, the problem won't go away. In the past, private companies and governments have tried to control the import and export of timber, with official licenses and regulation. While these initiatives have helped to slow the trade, a new plan has been designed to stop it in its tracks. FLEGT, or the Forestry Law Enforcement, Governance and Trade Plan, is enforced by a Voluntary Partnership Agreement, or VPA, between the European Union and timber-producing countries. This binding contract, when properly implemented, ensures that all timber trade at every stage is traceable, transparent and legal. If it's possible to trace your new wooden furniture all the way back to the forest it came from, there is no room for illegal timber to enter the supply. This sounds like a nice idea, but putting these procedures in place is expensive and time-consuming. Why should timber-producing countries voluntarily sign up? First, it protects and preserves their national forests and the people who rely on them. Second, it ensures that tax revenue is not lost to the criminal organisations that run illegal logging operations. Third, it opens up a wider market for legally sourced timber products in the European Union. These benefits don't just help governments, it makes the market safe and profitable for legitimate timber operations, helping businesses to thrive. Six timber-producing countries have already entered into a voluntary partnership agreement and are beginning to implement new FLEGT licensing systems. Another 12 countries around the world are in negotiations with the EU to introduce their own FLEGT plans, with many more states expressing an interest in the system. All around the world, people are waking up to the reality of illegal timber. With collaboration between consumers, governments and the private sector, we may finally be able to stop this devastating practice. To find out more about FLEGT, visit the European FLEGT Institute website.